to Wayzata High School for Section 5 4A Volleyball, our second semifinal match tonight. It's the number 3 seed Maple Grove and the number 2 seed Champlin Park. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox along with Andy Gugasberg. Wayzata's already won their way into the final, and now we've got our second semifinal. Obviously, Andy, these teams met during the regular season. A match we had on CCX. It's pretty much all Champlin Park that night. Maple Grove feels like they've got a lot better match in them, and they're going to need it tonight.
Yeah, and talking with Coach Jamison Gray before the match, he mentioned that they played a tough schedule this year to get ready for postseason play like this. The match they had in the regular season was probably statistically their worst of the year. Look for them to come out firing a lot better than we saw last time these two teams met.
Champlin Park spent a little time at number 1 in the state rankings late in the season before a loss to Rogers. They're obviously hoping to be playing Wayzata come Wednesday night, but they can't afford to be thinking much about that one tonight.
Absolutely not. It's postseason play. Every match matters. All you got to do is look around the state. There was a couple huge upsets last night, and a number 2 seed isn't as safe as it used to be, especially in the tough section we are in tonight.
Let's look at key players in tonight's contest, starting with the Crimson, the visitors here, even though it's a neutral court. Audrey Waterman's had a nice year, a versatile player for them.
Yeah, absolutely. She sets a little, she hits a little. She's a dynamic leader for this team. When the ball's in her hands for second contact, she puts her hitters in great situations. When she gets set, she is terminal.
And for Champlin Park, we're going to talk about one of their seniors, Marley Hansen, really one of their 2 big weapons that they like to go to, along with Carly Gilk, and they're going to need a nice night out of Marley and hoping again to continue their season.
Yeah, Hansen does it all. She's played some back row, some libero in previous seasons at the high school and club level. They need her to hit this year, and she has been terminal. She's not the biggest hitter. Gilk takes care of that, but what she does is she finds holes, she puts the ball where you aren't ready to play it, and even if she's not going to get a kill, you are not going to be in system after she takes a swing.
No doubt that Maple Grove has less pressure on them, I think, than Champlin Park. How much does that factor into a night like this?
Well, you know, you look at the coaches and you look at just their general demeanor, and I think it speaks volumes. Jamison Gray playing loose and fast, and he's just hoping they have a good time. If they go out and enjoy themselves, he says they got a really good shot, and things are going to be tough for Champlin Park. John Yunker on the other side of the net spoke about how you can't take this one, you know, for granted. You've got to do this, you've got to do that. Just the way they're talking, all the pressure on Champlin Park. And if Maple Grove can just show a little bit early, Champlin Park could be reeling and playing from behind before we know it.
All right, should be an interesting matchup. Again, the winner takes on top seed Wayzata. That's coming up Wednesday in the section final over at Osseo High School. The Crimson and the Rebels up next here on CCX.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
And welcome back here to Wayzata, the top seed getting the home semifinals for both matches. So we've got Maple Grove and Champlin Park playing here at Wayzata High School. And I think the favorites in this section were pretty well clear-cut. The only possibility was, you know, would Wayzata or Champlin Park be the number 1 seed? They each won once against each other during the season. And you see Wayzata sweeping past Hopkins in that first semifinal. And yet to see who will come out on top in this one here. And I think the consensus coming in probably is that the 2-3 would be the, you know, the closer match probably.
Yeah, the 2-3 match should be closer here. Maple Grove looking to get Champlin Park uncomfortable. But if Champlin Park plays the way they've been playing, they played at the Chaska tournament last weekend and had a quick sweep of Armstrong on Tuesday. It's going to take a lot of things going Maple Grove's way for Champlin Park to get uncomfortable. They've got some big hitters, they've got some great ball control, and Axness can deal, so it's going to be a good one.
Starters being introduced to the crowd here, and starting lineups for these two teams as look at on the left side there is Maple Grove with Sweers, Peeler, Boltice.
Saywert, Ressman, Waterman, and Liesel Haugen.
Yep, as the libero. And then Moberg, Reese, Gilk, Hansen, Adler, Axness, and Erickson as libero for Champlin Park.
Yeah, the first time I saw Champlin Park play this year, they run a funky lineup. They have a left-handed middle, well, a left-handed player opposite their one true middle, and she kind of hits wherever she's allowed to. When she's in the front row with Gilk, she hits in the middle. When she's in the front row with Axness, she hits on the right side, and Axness sets from the middle, making her a setter who blocks from the middle, which I haven't seen at the high school level in quite some time. It's kind of exciting to see what she does as well. Chatting with some parents before the match. They're excited for this opportunity. Some senior parents already knowing that for one of these teams, this will be the last time they put on that high school jersey. Excited to get it started.
Reese Axness will serve here for Champlin Park to begin our opening set. Erickson getting to it there. Now Gilk will send a free ball over. Olsen coming right side with it, and that one too long. Maple Grove asking for a touch. They don't get it. It is Champlin Park's point. Axness a strong serve there. Tip deep to the corner, but just out as Hansen thought she saw an opening and did, but couldn't quite put it on the court.
Yeah, that vision we talked about in the pregame, she's so good at seeing things, and saw a hole there, just tried a little too hard to push it into the corner.
Waterman to serve here for Maple Grove. Pass a little off target here. And then Hansen unable to do anything with that one, so Champlin Park getting a little sloppy there on serve receive. Nice dig there by Waterman. Gilk's going to tip over the block. And put away Ressman into the net.
Tight play at the net there. Ressman thought she could get up and get into it clean, and catches net on the follow through. Take a look here. Tight ball. Yeah, see the net moving there.
Hansen to serve. And nice block put up by the Rebels as Adler and Moberg up for that.
Moberg, another defensive player being put into offensive opportunities this year.
And that one will be wide, and Champlin Park getting a couple points in a row here with Hansen serving. Ooh, that one diving down. Haugen, though, able to get to it. Great effort by Erickson. Erickson coming outside for Gilk, and just too long.
Ball set outside the antenna. She's got to work to get around it and doesn't quite get her feet there.
Boltice to serve here for the Crimson. Erickson an overpass there. Moberg, and a little excuse me there as Boltice had that one roll up her arm.
Watching it go out of bounds, got real close to make sure it was going to be, and then it catches her on the way out. Nice swing here. And yep.
And this one put away for the Crimson by Riley Orrock, sophomore.
Orrock, good high swing, good contact point, goes over Gilk there.
Ressman to serve, her team down by a point here in the opening set. Kind of a feeling out process early on here, a little bit of inconsistency. Gilk, the big swing, they'll have to control it off the ceiling. Got it over. Moberg able to get that one home as she angled it cross court and the block didn't quite close.
Moberg finding the edge of the block. She's not going to put a ball through the floorboards, but she is going to chip balls off blocks and place balls where they need to go. Oh, wow.
Great serve by Gilk.
It was a nasty float serve from Gilk. Take a look here again. Love this angle as you see the bottom just drop out of it.
Maple Grove doesn't let it bother them. Coming right back and getting the kill there is Sweers.
3 good touches, a pass, a set, and a swing gets you the momentum back in this game.
And Jamison Gray talked about the way that they had beefed up their schedule this year, just so that you realize that, you know, somebody might put an impressive point or two against you, but it's still, you know, something where you're just able to come back and it's only 1 point and it doesn't shock you and you don't have to get worried about it. Moberg the serve here for the Rebels. And that one too strong from Waterman. Maple Grove starting to make a couple of errors here and the Rebels up by 4. Long run for Olsen to get to that one, and down the line, Moberg getting it to Axness. Here's Hansen, a big swing. Nicely done by the Rebels, and they've opened up a 5-point lead. They've got a nice student section here, not tremendously large, but vocal. A little bigger section than Maple Grove, I'll have to say.
They're crisp. They, you can tell that I believe they call themselves the 6th man. It's a basketball overshoot, but they get into it.
Axness will come back out. A little miscommunication there. They'll send it over. Haugen getting to that one. Olsen setting it back row. Now Hansen will have to play a free ball over here. Nice job on the dig by Reese, and they keep it alive. And then put away by Waterman. So Maple Grove moving well on that point. Stayed with it, and they ultimately get what felt like kind of a key point. They had gone down 5.
Yeah, they lose this one. It's 11-5. Things get tough. I like the back set. Location's great. Big swing from the right side there. Bolt ice.
Kate Peeler into serve. Nice dig there to keep that one up for the Crimson. Now Moberg will push it toward the corner. And put home for the Crimson by Waterman.
Waterman, after a couple early struggles, has really come on here in the mid part of this set. Getting that swing rhythm she had when they were playing against Osseo last time I was covering the match.
Hansen cross court with that one. Peeler tried to fight it off, but and then Olsen made some floor burns as she tried to keep that ball up. Kylie Gargas coming in to serve here for Champlin Park. Their lead is 4. A little mix up there. Axness will come to Hansen. Good adjustment there. Haugen the dig. Back out for Hansen. Again, Peeler is there. Voltice, a big swing, and Hansen on second ball, sending it over. Crimson though ready for it. Whew. And then Adler makes him eat that one.
Big swing from the lefty middle there. Great lead. Good transition opportunity taken care of. We'll take a look at the end of the play here. Great pass from Gilk, Axness, and one-on-one. Adler's going to win that just about every time.
Gargas will deliver an ace as Haugen trying to get there late, but couldn't do so. Rebels up 6.
Might be timeout time here for the Crimson here pretty quick.
And another one is Voltice, and there is the timeout, just as you expected. Jamison Gray said, well, we need to regroup a little bit. We need to, hopefully on their side, kill the momentum a little bit too.
Yeah, just a little bit of trouble here in serve reception. Some big plays coming from Champlin Park's side. The points that Maple Grove has scored have kind of been shrugged off very quickly by Champlin Park. When Champlin Park scores, Maple Grove tends to sit in it a little bit longer. Quick memory loss becomes a very key factor in high school volleyball. You got to forget about how the last point was scored and recognize the next one's the only one we have any control over. Champlin Park doing all the little things quite well here. The offense is going. It's not as crisp as I've seen it before, but they're getting there. They're getting into it. And on the Maple Grove side, they take care of the first touch. Everything else will get much, much better. They're not controlling first touch, so their setters are kind of putting hitters in stuff block situations as they're going up against a well-formed double just about the entire time.
Thought it was interesting. I asked John Yunker if you're worried about your team looking ahead, and he admitted, yeah, I am. It goes without saying that everybody in the world expects it to be Champlin Park and Wayzata in that section final. And they're only human, but Gargas with the serve. Ooh, Haugen just barely getting to that one. Axness coming out to Hansen, and that'll be off the curtain. Point for the Rebels.
It's an interesting play there. I don't know what the rule is. I know if it hits the curtain on your side and stays on your side, you can play it again, but that curtain is actually on Champlin Park's side. Therefore, I believe as soon as it hits the curtain on Champlin Park's side, it is out of bounds. They're coming over to discuss that point exactly, but I think regardless, it's Champlin Park's point here. This might be to make sure that things are done correctly next time.
Yeah, it is interesting because at first glance you think it's right over the net, but it really isn't quite. It's on Champlin Park's side. Vargas switches position here. Peeler got the pass away. Nice dig by Gilk. Olsen will come back to Peeler. Overpass there. Now Crimson trying to take advantage. Oh. And that one is going to be ball handling error there on the Rebels. Trying to fight that one off. Resman back in for the Crimson.
Bang, bang play here. Axness gets her hands up, but absolutely mangles them.
Hansen way cross court. Haugen digs it up. Now Peeler. And they come back to the lefty middle. And Adler delivering again here for Champlin Park.
Adler hitting the other angle this time. She went, we call it Goldie. She went to the left. The setter led her there. She was able to put that ball into the 1-6 seam. Really nice swing.
Axness the serve with the Rebels up by 8. That one nearly caught the ceiling, but send over a free ball. Now it's Gilk hammering it for Champlin Park.
Rhythm's coming. Gilk, such a competitor. Great location here.
Tough pass there. Olsen did what she could with it, but Haugen couldn't quite get it over. I think when you know another team so well too, the Rebels have pretty good idea where where they want to attack serve-wise here, and they are putting some pressure on the Crimson. Oops, that one was going to be out. It looked like Boltice played it and it hits that basketball hoop. A bit of a break maybe for the Rebels. That ball, I thought, appeared to be long.
Yeah, that ball was going to end up out of bounds. 19-8, Jamison Gray wondering if this is the time to call the timeout or if he just kind of concedes here.
Boltice a swing and snuck it through the block.
Delay there, that ball out of system. Boltice does a really good job of reaching high for it. The Rebel blocking like it was on the net, and they're on their way down. Point for Champlin Park, or for Maple Grove, excuse me.
Waterman serving here for the Crimson, still down big though by 10, and that one was just out. Good communication there by the Rebels. That was not like a surefire automatically was out, but they watched it go. Hansen down the line. And another timeout by Coach Gray. 21-9 now, Rebels.
I wonder if he's got a 16-4 run in his playbook. I'm not quite sure, but he calls the timeout here. Probably just going to calm everybody down, let the team know that he's still got them. They're still going to be just fine. You don't have to win every point. You just maybe get a little run here before things finish, set one, and then you've got some momentum going into set two. Jamison Gray, in his third year as head coach here of the Crimson, has really done a nice job with the community of athletes. Like, these kids really genuinely enjoy each other. You can see the way, with the first match getting over relatively quickly, they had some time before they needed to get on the court, and they were just the jovial way that they were handling themselves really is an expression of how the coach handles his team. Loose, calm, relaxed. On the other side of the net, you got John Yunker in his 12th season, brought the first ever team state title to Champlin Park High School a few years ago, has been to the state tournament many times, is one of the most well-respected high school coaches in the state. The way he handles his team, gets his studs to be studs and gets his role players to know their role better than anybody.
Marley Hansen at the service line here for Champlin Park. Peeler getting away a pretty good pass there. Axness will come back outside to Gilk, and she puts it away.
New angle for Gilk there. She's been pretty heavy cross court. That time she hits it into the langle between the sideline and the middle of the court. Really good location.
The ball from the last play was loose there, so they waited up to get that off the court. The Boltice, Erickson fights that off. Oberg will send it over. And the tip will drop in there for Sweers.
Erickson saw it late, didn't get under that ball to pick up that tip.
Boltice to serve here for the Crimson. And serves it out. So they haven't helped themselves on little things like that, too. I mean, obviously it's a tough order against Champlin Park, but they've made some mistakes that were unforced as well. Gilk up for the block. Hansen with a dig. Now Erickson will send it over. The tip denied by Gilk. Crimson scrambling. Boltice will send it over. And that one is out, but looks like a net violation against Maple Grove, so score the point for Champlin Park. And Crimson some of them didn't realize that they had called that. So. Set point chance here. Caitlin Erickson at the service line here for Champlin Park. Axness, a long run to get to this one. Moberg a swing. And they scramble and get it over. Axness will come outside to Gilk, and there is set point for the Rebels as they're pretty dominant in the opening set, winning at 25-10.
Yeah, it was a machine for most of the set. There was a couple runs there by Maple Grove, but Champlin Park in complete control here. 25-10 in set one as the offense got rolling about halfway through the set, and they held on to finish strong.
So set number 2 is up next here. Section 5 for a semifinal volleyball on CCX.
Can I get the now bar, please?
$1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
Got it.
Some confident looks on the Champlin Park faces after a pretty dominant opening set over Maple Grove 25-10, but you never know. As you go into set 2, you have to have a short memory, as we talked about with Maple Grove, and they look pretty, still pretty loose out there right now as well.
Yeah, no frustration on the faces of the Crimson. They're going to reset here and try and get into their rhythm here in set 2. A little bit of lineup change here as Liesl Haugen enters the lineup here to start set 2. I might have said Liesl. Marta Haugen.
Marta Haugen, yep.
Wait a minute, that didn't sound right.
Waterman the serve to begin our second. Axness will come over to Gilk, but misses the corner.
Tries the surgical swing into the hypotenuse corner and misses. Early lead for Maple Grove.
And Waterman delivering an ace. Liesl Haugen digging that one up. Here's Gilk a swing. Auroch stays with it. Now Boltice with the kill, and so far so good for Maple Grove here in the second.
Crimson firing on all cylinders. Great defensive effort there from Auroch twice, and here we see the finish from Boltice down the line. It's a great ball.
Axness a long run to get to that one, and a nice dig by Auroch. Gilk pushing it over, Marta Haugen. Now they keep it alive there to Boltice. Erickson gets to it. Hansen sending it to the corner. First one blocked, they'll try again. And that one off the antenna, it'll be a point for Maple Grove.
Great use by Boltice there, as that was a trap set, and she throws it into Gilk's arm and out of bounds.
Gilk tipping there. Liesl Haugen gets to it. Marta Haugen getting a swing. And Rebels finally break the string with a much needed point for their side as they lost the first 4 points and now down 4-1. To the corner, but out as they were able to call off Bolt Ice in time there. She was thinking about playing that, and then you hear the voices. Kate Peeler in to serve, her team up 5-1. First set was pretty much all Champlin Park, but so far a good start for Maple Grove here in the second. Gilk running in nearly into the stands to keep that one alive. But then Orrock hammers it home. Maple Grove excited about that point.
Big swing there as Orrock splits the block of Adler and Gilk.
And that's going to be an ace. Well, John Junker did say, in the quarterfinals against Armstrong, he said we were pretty sharp in the first set, but then we were a little too satisfied with ourselves and didn't play nearly as well in the second. He said we got to remind them, there's 3 sets you got to win, not just be pretty in the first. Gilk able to put that one in play. So Rebels down 7-2.
Another great spot there from Gilk as she goes over the block and in between the middle back and left back defenders.
Erickson with the serve here for the Rebels. Axness will come middle with that one. Dug up though by Waterman. Here's Marta Haugen for the kill.
New lineup seems to be working there for Maple Grove as Haugen's name's been called a few times here.
Yeah, she looks ready to go. I mean, she's come in swinging aggressively.
Big high swing here off the hands and down.
And that one put away by Moberg as Champlin Park trying to get something going here. They've been very slow starting here in this second, and I mean, really, when you win the first one 25-10, it's hard not to sort of feel like, well, this one's not going to be too tough a night, but that is changing in a hurry here to begin the second. Great block there. Maple Grove continuing to do well. Seward and Orrock getting up. Olsen will serve here for the Crimson, up by 6 here in the second. And Moberg wipes that one off the block, and let's see, serve back here for the Rebels. Sarah Moberg to serve here for Champlin Park. Axness coming middle there. Olsen able to dig that one up off the swing from Reese. Outside for Hansen off the block.
That's a nice set.
And Waterman hammers it home.
That was pretty. That was a really nice play there from Maple Grove. Take a look at this reverse inside the block. Great location. Excitement from the Maple Grove bench.
Orrock to serve, and it's a good one. Axness running it down. Erickson will send it over. And come to Bolt Ice. Gilk an effort, but cannot keep it up. It's like we've reversed teams here from the first set to the second, huh?
turns out you got to play the whole game, and Maple Grove coming out and getting after it. Like you said, Jay, complete switch of roles from set 1 to set 2 here.
Marley Hansen, a swing, and off the ceiling. They keep it alive, and Boltice gets it over. The tip, great effort by Liesl Haugen, but it couldn't quite keep it up as Lily Reese will drop it in there. But Coach Gray loves the effort, even though it didn't end up working in their team's favor. You can see they're just playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Such a great flipper there from Haugen as she plays that ball up.
Gargas into serve here for Champlin Park. Block thrown up there on Waterman, and then Orrock misfires. Sometimes it has to start with defense a little bit, maybe if you're the Rebels. Tough pass into the net there, wiped outside, but wide, and Champlin Park trying to put together a little roll of his ball handling error there anyway.
Vargas went on a run in set 1. We'll see if she's got another one here. Although most of the Rebels went on a run in set 1.
True. And Haugen, wow, they stay with it, Waterman. Hansen will tip over the block. Pancake effort there by Olsen, and they keep it up. And they're not keeping that one up, though. Adler hammers it. You always get the feeling that they're not quite ready for that lefty in the middle,
right.
and they're not the only team that's a little surprised by it.
Yeah, the scout's out. She's been left-handed all year.
Oh, and that one is dropping in for an ace.
That's that communication. A great trust there from Boltice as her entire team yelled that that ball was going to be out, and then the bottom dropped out of it. Just like that, Champlin Park back within 2.
Olsen encouraging her team, saying, all right, we still got this. We can still get that momentum back. They're going to come to Adler again. Cross court, and then the tip by Boltice is good. So Crimson back into a 3-point lead. Liesl Haugen to serve for Maple Grove. Hansen able to put that one away. Olsen not quite able to get her body turned in time to keep that pass up. And Orrock didn't concentrate on that one. Axness will get an ace. Well, as poorly as the Rebels started, it's kind of hard to believe they're within a point now. And same thing twice in a row.
Orrock needs to flush that and reset. She's capable of passing that ball, but right now she's worried about the last point. Jamison Gray knows it. He sees it. He calls the timeout as we are tied at 12 apiece here in set 2. Like you were saying, Jay, this looked like it was going to be a runaway for the Crimson early, and take a look at the end of this one. Reese Agnes dials it up. Good float, bottom drops, and Orrock leading with her arms instead of with her feet sends that ball to the bench to tie the game up, and the Champlin Park front row getting involved in the ace cheer there. You know, we had everything going Champlin Park's way in set 1. Set 2 starts with Maple Grove having all the momentum. But as we talked about at the beginning of set 2, Champlin Park just stayed all business. They didn't panic, they didn't worry, they just said, okay, here comes another opportunity for us, and started taking advantage of those opportunities. Now Maple Grove, after being up by about 7, finds themselves tied, and Jamison Gray just trying to calm his team down and go, hey, just one at a time. Just give me one touch up to the center. Olsen wants to run this offense, and we've seen her do it. See, my guess is they're going to go right at Orak again, see if she can get us something playable. She gets Olsen on the logo. I like the chances for a side out here.
Axness gets to go ahead to serve here, trying to give her team the lead. Way across court with it. Here's Hansen, a swing, and puts it away. Yeah, you touched on it a little bit, Andy. To me, it was almost more that Maple Grove was playing a lot better to begin the set, more so than that Champlin Park had just fallen off the map.
Right.
You know, there was a lot that the team in black was doing that was creating that lead. Ooh, that was a tough serve from Axness. You can see it from here, just diving at the floor.
Seeing how Orak responds here. Jamison Gray attending with his assistant coaches, trying to figure out if there's somebody he can get in, maybe just to give him a different look.
Bull Tice. That'll be a point for the Crimson.
Much needed side out.
Waterman to serve here for Maple Grove, down by a point. They've led most of the way in the second set, and it early looked like they might pull away and maybe put this one away. Off the ceiling, Axness stays with it. Ooh, Haugen, a nice adjustment. Now Bull Tice, a swing. And outside to Marley Hansen. Liesl Haugen, great effort, kept it alive. Here's Gilk with the big hammer, and Waterman unable to do anything with that one.
Gets a full head of steam going downhill, really uncorks on a ball real quick there.
Hansen to serve with the Rebels up by 2. They come right at Orak again, and nice job to get that ball over. Here's Bull Tice with a swing. Gilk going cross court, dug up though by Waterman. Adler to the middle.
They lined her up that time, just she swung faster. Eighth grader Hartle entering the match.
And to do one thing, receive serve here is Orak. You know, you hate to hurt somebody's confidence. At the same time, it's a section semifinal. If she's struggling, you have to change something up a little bit.
Yep.
Marta Haugen, good idea, but missed the line. And those are the kind of things that were going their way earlier in the set.
Earlier in the set.
Hansen trying to keep this run going here for CP. Tipped over there, Erickson getting it to Axness, and then Gilk. Liesl Haugen fighting it off. Marta Haugen, though, denied. Adler up for the block.
Yeah, Moberg sets it, sets the block, and Adler gets it as she might have put her hands in front of Moberg's. That's how much farther across the net she gets.
Ooh, and Maple Grove, it started with the good pass as the young player Hartle able to get them into the offense. Now Peeler into serve.
Orak back in the front row as well.
Tough ball there for Axness to handle. Gilk has to send a free ball over. Waterman coming to Orak and puts it away. And she kind of needed that one, I think. Obviously, that's a different thing than receiving serve, but to get her confidence going, I think that was a great idea.
It needed to happen. You're absolutely right, Jay. A player that gets pulled because of errors, when she gets back in, you've got to give her the opportunity.
Gilk with a swing, and she'll put that one away as Peeler couldn't quite get under it.
Gilk with another big left hand there. She comes through and gets a much needed side out. Stay up by 4.
And that one's going to be too long from Peeler. Down to her, hitting from the back row quite a few times with mixed success, a little bit, but Erickson serving that one at Peeler. Now Marta Haugen will send it over. Nice dig there by Waterman. And a net violation against the Rebels. So Resman will serve, her team down 4. Make it 3 as he delivers an ace.
Hansen's feet kind of got stuck on her there. She wasn't able to get through that.
Carly Gilk hammering that one home as Axness set her up nicely.
The sophomore right side has answered every ball that every time she's been called. It feels like this set might have had an error when they were playing less than stellar volleyball, but has been pretty consistent here towards the end.
Tip to the outside and score the point there for Seward and the Crimson. They caught Gilk kind of on the move there. Olsen to serve. Moberg pushing it deep to the corner, but Peeler was there. Tip to the outside, Liesl Haugen a dive, Orrock sending it up to Waterman. Olsen digging it up. Moberg will put it away.
And timeout Maple Grove as Champlin Park retakes their 4-point lead that they've had for the latter half of this set. 22-18 as it's been a lot of pin-heavy swings for kills, middles to draw, and here we'll see the end of this one. Hansen runs it down, good outside set, and into the 5-6 seam as nobody makes the move into the cross court. 22-18. It's, you know, everything that's going the right way for Champlin Park is because of the work they're doing without the ball. They're in position to make plays. They're stopped and balanced on defense. They've been able to maintain a consistently spread offense. I know in previous matches last year, when things got tough, there was 1 or 2 kids that were going to get the ball. This year, that isn't the case, as everyone's able to take some pretty aggressive swings. Maple Grove trying to figure out how to get out of this rotation. Look for, let me take a look as they step back out on the court here. I think we got Waterman in the front row. Yeah, Waterman on the go here would be my choice. See if she can beat Axness into the seam. But they got to pass well enough and look for them to attack Orrock. Coming from the 6 into the 1.
Moberg the serve here. And Gilk into the net with that one.
Gilk, uncharacteristic error. That is one of the first times we've seen her out of the back court. She had not transitioned, was not ready to go.
Hardle will serve here for the Crimson for the first time tonight. Her team down by 3. Hansen too long with that one. And Maple Grove battling back to within 2. You got to give them a little credit. I mean, they started out great, and then the wheels were falling off for a while, but they've recovered. They've stayed with it.
Yep. I like Axness to Reese here.
And denied, though, by Boltice.
Boltice thought it was a good idea, too. She sat home on that one. Really nice block there from the junior outside.
Hanson will put that one away for Champlin Park as they calmly build the lead back to 2, and only 2 points still winning the set. Gargas to serve now for Champlin Park. Boltice had it blocked. Down the line, but out, and Champlin Park now with a set point opportunity. Olsen will come right side with it. Gilk with a dig. They'll keep it alive. Boltice wipes that one off the block. Crimson play on. Liesl Haugen to serve here for Maple Grove. Hanson to the corner. Great effort there. And it pays off. Boy, the 8th grader Hardo keeping that point alive, and her older teammates were quick to come to her and give her a pat on the back. She's not coming in an easy spot here in a pressure match, and done some good things.
Yeah, Champlin Park needing the timeout. They're up set point 24-23. But that rally was a definite momentum shift. Junker felt it, called the timeout. We'll take a look here. Big swing, or sorry, the tip and the layout across, giving some opportunity there, and the paralleling a little bit shallower than it should have been as Gilk lays out, and it goes off her platform and out of bounds. Maple Grove probably looking to serve into the 5-6 seam here. Make Gilk come in and play it. Don't lose the lefty middle if you're Maple Grove's block here.
Liesl Haugen trying to even it up here. Team down by a point. They do come at Gilk. Here's Hanson. It was out. We're tied at 24.
I don't know that Olsen knew that was out. She more hoped that was out, but she was right. 24-24 as Hanson takes a big swing down the line and misses.
Ooh, off the net. Gilk stuck with it. And Crimson able to keep it alive. Hanson this time will put it away. Haugen a dive, and Rebels back up by 1. Reese Axness will try and serve it out. Boltice with a swing here. Erickson getting it to Axness, and here's Gilk. Oh, a headlong dive by Hardo, but they can't keep it up, and Champlin Park will pull out a 26-24 win in a much closer second set.
Yeah, good volleyball as we finished. Set 2 started with a whole lot of Maple Grove. Then Champlin Park righted their ship and continued to take the lead, and then it was a little bit more back and forth. substitution down the stretch, bringing in an 8th grader to bring some energy and some calmness in serve reception, which you normally don't get from an 8th grader. She did a really nice job. Champlin Park does pull away at the end, 26-24. They lead this semifinal 2-0.
Third set up next year on CCX. Getting set for set number 3 here. First set was all Champlin Park. Second, Maple Grove led much of the way early. Champlin Park passed them up. Crimson fought back to tie it, but Rebels get the last 2 to win 26-24, and Reese Axness will serve here to start the third. Erickson got to it. Gilk a tough angle, but will keep it alive. And nice block put up there.
Triple block. Don't see that often at the high school level. That was a really, really good play.
Voltice smokes that one home for the Crimson. Marta Haugen now checking back in for Maple Grove. Waterman with the serve here for the Crimson. Gilk just getting to that one. Voltice a big swing. Erickson digging it up. Now Gilk will send a free ball over here. Maple Grove getting into their offense nicely that time, and Russman puts it away.
Anytime you can find your middle in transition, it's going to lead to success. It may not score a point, but it will keep the other middle occupied at minimum. Really nice job there.
Hansen, nicely done on a ball that was outside. Did a good job of keeping herself under control and picking out her target there. Here's Adler, and they don't give her that many swings, but they seem to find success when they do.
Hitting for a high percentage, as they say.
And off the tape, and things going the Rebels' way. There is Hansen using the net to her advantage. Off the ceiling, they stay with it. Here's Marta Haugen.
Net on Champlin Park on the way up.
So 4-3 lead for the Rebels as Maple Grove will get the side out, and Peeler heading back to serve. And tough pass. Axness did a pretty good job getting to that one at all. Orak rolling it to the middle, and they got it over. Wow. Orak tipping here. Now to Gilk. Off the block there, Haugen stays with it, and Marta Haugen gets a swing. Back to Gilk. Great dig by Liesl Haugen. Ooh, big point here. Who's going to take it? And it's Maple Grove as Gilk trying too hard to place that one and took her eye off it, it looked like.
Yeah, went for the hard cross push and didn't quite get it there.
Peeler to serve, 4-4 here in the third, and that one was just out. So Erickson now at the service line for Champlin Park, leading at 5-4 here in set 3. And not had many serving errors tonight, or obvious serving errors like that one for either side.
Yeah, it's been a relatively clean game from the service line, even from the passing game, with the exception of a couple runs. It's been pretty good.
And a great block thrown up there by Seward.
What a triple again. It looked like everybody was involved. Nice block. We're going to give the credit to Seward.
6-5 Crimson lead. Now it's Gilk. And there's Seward again. How about that? 2 in a row. Getting roughed up a little bit by her teammates for that one.
I'm still waiting for the Grammatica. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to over-celebrate something and...
Gilk going to tip over the block and prove to be a good idea there.
You get blocked twice, you should probably change your shot. Prove to be effective.
Rebels down 1 as Carly Gilk will serve. Now give Seward a swing. She's been blocking so well, why not? Olsen to serve now for Maple Grove. They are up by 2 here, trying to stay alive after Champlin Park won the first 2 sets. Moberg missing deep.
Looking for hands and not catching them, as it is a 3-point lead for the Crimson.
Axness across to Moberg, and it crawls over but out. Maple Grove thinking, man, maybe our luck has turned a little bit. So those kind of things were going Champlin Park's way earlier.
Yep.
Axness will go to Moberg. Quick transition for the Crimson, but dug up. Moberg another swing. Olsen now to Orak, and Rebels stayed with it. Crimson on a double contact call there, and ultimately they do get it.
Huh.
So 11-6 lead now for Maple Grove. Didn't seem to have bothered them that that second set got away from them.
Another great serve.
Pass there into the net. That's one thing that, we're down close. We can kind of see the faces and the body language, and you never got the feeling that Maple Grove was panicking, even when they lost that lead and everything. They kind of looked the same mostly throughout the night, which, I mean, obviously that's not everything. You got to do it on the floor, but at least you know that mentally they're still there, and didn't seem to be too distraught after that lead got away from them.
Yeah, they've been pretty even keel this entire match, never letting anything get to them. Champlin Park's starting to feel a little bit of the pressure here. They played poor And to Maple Grove's credit, a lot of times when you play poor, it's because your opponent plays really, really well and keeps the pressure on you. That's exactly what Maple Grove is doing now. They're not letting him breathe. They're not letting him come up and get comfortable. Look for another tough serve off this timeout. Going for big plays, going for big opportunities. Erickson needs to settle in, get something up to Axness that she can use to run the offense.
Here's Olsen's serve. Coming at Hansen this time. Hansen will get a swing from the back row and scores the point. Just a little hesitation there by Peeler.
Thought it was out, knew it was out, reached for it, then touched it.
Sarah Moberg to serve here for the Rebels. Waterman a big swing. Moberg though the dig. Hansen pushing it down the line. Great effort by Peeler and able to stay with it. Double contact called there on the Rebels. So Hardle coming in. And put away there by Lily Reese. Gargas to serve now for Champlin Park. They are down 5 here in the third. They are up 2 sets to none. Voltai staying with it. Waterman will send it over. Hansen, a swing. Liesl Haugen to the floor to dig it. Voltai's had it blocked and then punches it over. Hansen tipping.
Lefty.
Here's Adler. This time they get a piece of it. And Waterman puts it away. Olsen has done a nice job setting, using a variety of weapons. (14-8) Crimson as Liesl Haugen to serve. Hansen off the block. Axness will come back across to Gilk, but Olsen was there. Good recovery by Axness. Voltais rolling it deep. Erickson. Now here's Gilk, a swing. Good rally here. Oops, and Waterman took her eye off that one and misfires.
Yeah, Waterman wanted that one back.
Just kind of had the feeling that at the last second she was going to change her mind and got away from her there. So Axness to serve. Voltais had it blocked, but Haugen was there, and then it goes out.
This may be where the tide shifts back.
Ooh, tough serve there. Axness seems to save her best for the times they really need it, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, she had a lift and a double contact earlier this set, but didn't let it fluster her at all, and has just been solid here, especially from the service line.
Olsen coming back right, and Waterman getting herself back in line there after missing one a moment ago. 15-11 Crimson trying to keep the match alive here. They're down 2 sets to none. Played not too well in the first, played pretty well for most of the second, and playing well again in the third. And Adler will put that one away for Champlin Park.
Clean kill from Adler. There is no Crimson touches it on the floor or on the block.
Marley Hansen to serve here for the Rebels. Marta Haugen a swing there. Oberg over to Hansen. Whoops. Resman
hot potato there.
Yeah. Here's Gilk and denied. Voltice with the big block.
Good eyes here from Voltice as she puts that left hand right on the ball. Really nice block.
Peeler to serve here for the Crimson. Gilk tipping there, but Liesl Haugen was right there. Orak sending it over. Axness, I don't know if she touched it, but she definitely kind of got in Hansen's way there a little bit. So Crimson back to a 5-point lead and looking good to try and extend the match. Adler smokes that one home.
She's been lethal, continues to be. She'll earn some time on the bench here.
Erickson to serve here for Champlin Park. That one blocked. They'll get another swing here. Zorak sending it. Peeler, a good pass. And, ooh, just out.
Sometimes you call the ball out, sometimes you will the ball out. I think that's what Champlin Park did there. Out?
I didn't trust my eyes there, honestly. I thought that ball was in.
I thought it was too, but yeah.
Back out to Marta Haugen. Erickson will have to send a free ball over here. Oh, good block by Reese. Back around to Gilk. Oh, it hits the ceiling, but they stuck with it. Wow. And then Lily Reese getting the point for the Rebels.
Big transition opportunity in the middle again. Reese does a great job swinging to the open space.
Waterman with the dump. First time we've seen that tonight for either team, and it proved successful there. Resman to serve here. Her team up 18-15. Champlin Park closed the gap, but now back to 3. Here's Lily Reese, kept up though by Waterman. Now Gilk tipping over the block and finds some open court. Rebels down 2 as Carly Gilk to serve. Off the block of Marta Haugen. And back to Gilk. Pushed over by Liesl Haugen. Now back to Lily Reese, and she delivers again. Axness feeding the hot hand.
Feels like there's stretches of this match where no one's breathing until the end of the point. That's some pretty good volleyball happening right now.
The swing there. So Olsen will serve. 2-point lead, Maple Grove. Moberg tipping, and Olsen kind of saw a collision coming there, and it, I think, impacted how she was able to get her hands under that one.
Yep.
So Moberg at the service line with her team down a point. Tough one there, but handled by Orak. Hansen off the block. Back outside to Waterman. This time Reese, they dig her up. Great effort by Gilk, but not able to get to it.
Great effort on both sides of the ball here down the stretch here in set 3. 20-18, Maple Grove up, looking to close out and send us to a 4th.
Hartle is coming in to serve again, the 8th grader. Haugen going outside to Waterman, smoking that one. Gilk sticks with it. Now Marley Hansen. Boltice getting a big swing, and that ball is in. Big point there for Maple Grove. So 21-18 now. Hansen coming cross court. Liesl Haugen right there. And Waterman will hammer it home. Everything going right for Maple Grove right now. They're up 4. Timeout, Champlin Park.
Champlin Park needing the timeout here. Can't trade side outs anymore. They're going to need to side out and then push as they trail by 4. Every offensive option available here for Maple Grove. Olsen doing a great job running the offense. Middle blocker for Champlin Park. That is Reese, Lily Reese, not quite sure where to go as Olsen able to run the show, as we call it. Good location, great finish from her pin hitters, and first touch happening really well as well. On the other side of the net, Champlin Park kind of looking around right now. See how they come off this timeout. They're coming back in, and good eye contact, looking for everybody to be a part of it. The little things that you notice as a high school aged coach. I don't coach at the high school level, but you can tell off a timeout how your team's going to do typically by how this goes. Maple Grove comes out all business, eyes on the other side of the net, checking in as they need to, but there's not a whole lot of conversation. It's about getting in front of what's trying to come at us.
Gilk has to chase it down. They'll get it over, but another good opportunity for the Crimson. Olsen to Boltice. Hartle with the dig. And then put away by Waterman. I like their pace right now. Everything just seems to be on time.
Yep. Well said, Jay. Passers are stopped and balanced. Setter is in position to run the show, and the hitters are ready to go.
Hansen off the block. Champlin Park trying to fight back. Gargas into serve here for the Rebels. Boltice off the block will score it, and it's a set point opportunity now for Maple Grove.
No, went through Axness's hands and I think off her forehead.
Liesl Haugen serving for the set. And put away there by Adler. Reese Axness to serve here for the Rebels, but no margin for error for them.
Maple Grove with 4 set points here.
Waterman to the middle. Ooh, Erickson just getting there. Ooh, off of Liesl Haugen as Adler will make her pay there, 24-21.
Really good angle there by Adler as Ressman took away the 1. She had to turn it back the other way.
Boltice off the block. Here's Gilk, a swing. Liesl Haugen digging it up. Moberg, a great effort. Now it's Hansen. Boltice, cross court with that. Hansen delivers for the Rebels.
24-22. Does Jamison call it here? Does he wait?
Long rally there, and the Rebels pulled it out, and it is going to be a timeout for the Crimson.
Jamison Gray bringing the squad in, going to remind them that it's a simple game. We just need to put 3 touches together. See if they keep Ressman on the more of a gap rather than a true B in front of the setter here. Take a look at the end of this one. Roll shot picked up nicely by Malberg. Axness puts Hansen on a tee and into the cross court around the block and around the floor defender. Really nice swing and finish to a great rally as Champlin Park fights off the first 3 set points. They need 2 more to get this thing back squared at 24. Maple Grove looking for 1 pass. I think we have Boltice in the front row. There we are. Yeah, we got Boltice, Waterman, and Ressman all in the front row here. This is a great rotation for Maple Grove. Olsen likes her choices here. If the gap is open and Gilt commits to the go, that's where my set would go. But we'll see what the pass does. It'll dictate everything else. Great pass, high outside.
Boltice a swing. Erickson was there. Now Marley Hansen tipping to the middle. Ooh, great effort by Hartle. Gilk had to tip it right-handed there, and then from the floor, Liesl Haugen kept it up. A big scramble. Hartle gets there. Waterman cross court, and Maple Grove will win set number 3. 25-22. Heck of a last couple points there, and the Crimson pull it out. They are excited as they will force a 4th set here. Champlin Park still leading, but now 2-1 as we go to set 4 here on CCX Sports.
As a scientist, I know by the time she takes her first breath, 9 billion more tons of carbon pollution will be in the air. When she takes her first steps, wildfires will have burned millions more acres she could have explored. By the time a child born today goes to college, it may be too late to leave them the world we promised. Our window to act on climate change is like watching them grow up. We blink and we miss it.
Maple Grove coming up big in the 3rd as they win at 25-22 to force a 4th set here. And if they didn't believe completely before, Andy, I think they definitely do now.
Yeah, Crimson playing really good volleyball. High energy, high speed, great effort, great team volleyball right now as everybody that's on the floor is being a part of every single point. Really good energy on this side of the net.
Audrey Waterman will serve to begin set 4. Hartle able to dig it up. And a ball handling error called there against Boltice. Got her hand under that one a little too much. Palm. Hansen with the serve here for Champlin Park. Gilk off the block. Score it for the Rebels.
Could be a heavy dose of Gilk here in this set, I have a feeling.
And Resman able to put that one away.
Really nice swing there from the middle on the gap set.
Yeah, you're right. Maple Grove showing firepower from a lot of different players that maybe more than what the Rebels expected from them, to be honest. Peeler to serve. Adler again defeating the block. Erickson serving here. Rebels leading 3-1 here in the fourth. Auroch off hands there. Back outside to Gilk and puts it away. Peeler was sliding over to the middle and they left some room. And Coach Gray right now asking her kind of what were you seeing? What led to that? In a nice way though, right?
Right. And sometimes the answer is I don't know.
All right, cross. Oops, that one off the ceiling as Moberg had a little trouble controlling it. Resman to serve now.
Another good serve.
Yeah, earlier on we were talking a lot about how Champlin Park was, putting Maple Grove on their heels with serves, and then now it's kind of evened out, or if maybe flip Maple Grove's way even a little bit.
Yep, agreed.
Here's Gilk tipping outside with the right hand. It was wide. Might have overthought that one a little bit.
Yeah, we got a middle in the back row. You tend to want to push it to that side, and I think you're absolutely right, Jay, overthought it.
Moberg, and that return will land in. Peeler a swing. I think that one was into the tape, right? Not a block.
Yeah, I agree. That one didn't get over.
So 5-4 Champlin Park. Gilk to the service line here for the Rebels. Marta Haugen a swing. Now it's Moberg. They'll come to Gilk, back row. Whoa, that one. A little bit of bounce off the net, changed it up, and Waterman had to kind of play that one off her shoulder. Seward able to get that one to crawl over. She's had some good moments. Again, not their go-to player by any means, but she's answered the bell when the balls come her way, whether it be blocking or an occasional attacker.
Yeah, she's now getting the attention of Champlin Park, which is really all you want from a middle.
Here's Lily Reese, and that one was wide. She has been pretty good, but that time missed. Annika Olsen to serve here for Maple Grove. Back row to Gilk. Peeler digging it up. Axness sending it over on a ball tight to the net. Outside from Moberg. Auroch's able to get there, and they go back to Peeler. Off the tape, Gilk, and a good effort, got to it. Orak cross court, and now Moberg. Here's Orak down the line, and it was good.
Good secondary shot there as Orak goes cross court. They pick that up. She gets a second opportunity, takes it line. Really nice swing there from the sophomore outside. Great location from Olsen, and she's got a lot of room to work down there.
Hansen a swing here and will score it for the Rebels. They even it up at 7.
That's the third or fourth time Maple Grove has been dancing on the end line and touched a ball that was probably going to be out.
Moberg to serve here for Champlin Park. Ooh, collision there. Reese will send it over. Orak had to change her approach there. Here's Marley Hansen. Liesl Haugen digging it up. Now Orak had it blocked and then just pushed over by Reese. A scrambling point will ultimately go Champlin Park's way.
Haugen with a couple great reads defensively on that rally.
And Marley Hansen calmly puts that overpass away. 2-point lead here for the Rebels. And Orak not able to handle that one, make it 10-7.
Changing the serve receive look there, put Orak in a different spot, see if they can find her again. And they do. Oh.
Outside to Orak. And that one into the net. Champlin Park going on a nice little run. See if Coach Gray might be thinking timeout. Not quite yet. 11-7. And too long with that one. Hardo will come back in here for Maple Grove. They are down by 3 here in the 4th set. They won the 3rd to force this set number 4. Trying to bounce back and see if they can't extend it further to a 5th. Hansen stays with it and they'll get it over. And off the block is Reese, delivering for Champlin Park. Gargas into serve now for the Rebels. Again, the winner gets Wayzata in the section final. That'll be an early start, 5 o'clock start over at Osseo next Wednesday. And back-to-back serving errors for the Rebels.
We get to bring that one live, right?
That's what I hear.
Can't wait.
Liesl Haugen will serve it here for the Crimson. Down by 3. Hansen off the block. Ooh, collision in the back, but they stick with it, and Haugen gets it over. Hansen this time misfired, trying to go way cross court. It's interesting, the Rebels still ahead, but look at these middle sets. I kind of almost feel like Maple Grove's playing better. Or
they are
closer to their potential than Champlin Park is. Yoke will send it over. Bultice puts it away. Getting into their offense better, getting cleaner swings, it feels like, to the Crimson.
Yeah, Maple Grove definitely swinging through the ball better, making better choices without it.
Haugen trying to even it up here. Hansen comes back after a misfire and puts that one in a great spot. Axness to serve here for the Rebels. And stays with it off that curtain. Hansen tipping this time. Now Bolt Ice. He'll go again there with Waterman. Now Gilk gets an opportunity. Again dealing with the ceiling, and Haugen not able to get to that one. It's kind of disappointing that, I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the ceiling here at Wayzata, or we see it other places too, but it is tough when that happens.
Yep. Yeah, good long rally, and then something catches something that we're not used to feeling.
Boltice pushing it outside. Cross to Hansen. Haugen is there. Nicely done by Waterman.
She's good. Down that line, seems to love that shot. Wonder if they're going to try and take it away. Maybe a blocking change here. I don't know how much tactical change these coaches are putting out mid-match. They have a game plan coming in, but I haven't seen a whole lot of adjustment.
Axness coming to Adler, dug up there by Waterman, and Resman will send it over. Hansen cross court. Haugen is there. Marta Haugen will bump it over. Gilk tipping. Liesel Haugen is there. Moberg read that one well. Now Hansen. And they get it over despite a collision. Hansen pushing it down the line, and it's good.
Long rally won by Champlin Park there. Hansen really calm as that rally continued and continued and continued. She finishes by this greatly placed tip down the line.
Well, you think about all the physical skills. Having good eyes is really important too, because she sees the court well.
Most important skill in volleyball is reading. Has been for a very long time.
A misfire there by Boltice, and now Maple Grove down 4. Long run for Haugen to get to it. Now Marta Haugen the swing. Rebels have to deal with the ceiling here. Oops, ball to the outside. Marta Haugen adjusting to flip it over. And then Adler, a rare misfire.
She hasn't missed many.
So Crimson down by 3 as Kate Peeler will serve. And gets an ace. Erickson didn't get herself under that ball.
Every once in a while, I take a look behind the Maple Grove bench, and Scott Jackson writes something down. He just had another note right there. I think he sees a seam that's open in this rotation.
Gilk tipping. Peeler gets to it. Here's Orak cutting it across. Push down that line again, and again it'll be in. It wasn't Hansen this time, it was Moberg, but same result. Erickson to serve here for the Rebels, leading it by 3. Just out. Boy, it looked like Axness tried to play it and missed, and Rebels feeling fortunate that that one dropped out. Orak off the block here. Axness will come back over right side to Gilk, but Peeler digs it. Ressman had that one denied.
A really nice block there on the gap set. First time that Reese has made that adjustment to front it, and it paid off.
Timeout taken here by the Crimson as they are down now 19-14.
Coming down the stretch looking for a little bit of leadership from the seniors as Jamison Gray has pulled his setter. Oh no, that's the whole squad. We just had two of them in the shot. Really nice swing here from Gilk. And then yeah, you see finally Reese has been playing that straight up and chasing it and has been late every time until right there. Now the adjustment's been made. We'll see if the Maple Grove attack counters that, maybe brings her inside again on more of a true quick set. Reese's eyes are good. Liesl Haugen getting some last minute advice from head coach Jamison Gray. Trying to figure out how to lead this team. 3 seniors on the team. Sweers, Ressman, and Haugen. And trying to extend their careers at least one more set.
Caitlin Erickson serving here for the Rebels. Off the block, they'll go again. Marta Haugen, another block. Nice scramble though by Liesl Haugen to keep it alive. Here's Gilk tipping, and it'll be down for a point. Haugen trying to get her hand under that one, but the Rebels will score it. They lead by 6. Marta Haugen there off the block. And put away by Lily Reese. Axness setting her up nicely there. And now the Rebels up by 7. Maple Grove just trying to fight this off, but looking like a tall order at the moment.
Yeah, that last swing in transition again, finding the middle, and Maple Grove knew when the middle got set where it was going, and Reese didn't care. Swings, beats the ball through both blockers and down for a point. 21-14. Lily Reese really coming alive here down the stretch. Interesting, John Yunker pulling his libero here. Erickson having a little one-on-one with her while Coach Allison Axness talks with the rest of the team. Wonder if it's a serving strategy they're going after or how they're going to set up the defense in transition. DC Brown checking in with Ressman one more time after the teams take the court again.
Erickson ready to go at the service line and gets the go-ahead now. Outside to Orrock. Erickson digs it up. Gilk pushing that one to the middle.
Waterman expecting another player to step in and pick that ball up. Watches it hits the floor.
Short serve this time. Marta Haugen delivering.
Sophomore right side, came off the bench to start set 2 and has been doing some nice things, really finding that seam well there on a perfect pass.
Crimson are going to have to be flawless though down the stretch, trailing at 22-15. Ressman with the serve. And that's a good start. Seward with the block. That's at least her 3rd.
Yeah, and they've all been big time. Like, it hasn't been a, oh, this is a giveaway free point. It was a much needed point for the Crimson every time she's getting her hands across like that.
Gilk, the swing there. Waterman digs it up. Oops, off the ceiling. Pila though, good concentration. Gilk again tipping and again delivering. You know, it's interesting because a lot of times you think like, you know, one of their big hitters, if you're forcing them to tip, that's a good thing, but she's been able to succeed with it in key spots.
Yeah, she's tipping because of the personnel behind the block, not because the block is taking stuff away.
Gilk, though, too long with that serve. Crimson still alive, but down 6. Rebels 2 points away from advancing to the final. That is the nice thing, though. There's no clock. I mean, you still got a shot at chipping away. Olsen, the serve for Maple Grove. Ooh, and off the net and drops it in. I was just about to say a bad time for a service error, but it crawls over.
Yeah, wise man once said, as long as you score the last point, you get to win. So we'll see if Olsen's got a few more up her sleeve.
Axness will come on the slide to Reese, off hands, and the Rebels now to a set point chance and a match point chance, I should say. Moberg to serve for Champlin Park. Haugen coming across. Waterman as it hit that curtain. Peeler digging it up. Roll to the middle as Axness goes to the floor. Gilk will send it over. And Orrock into the tape, and Champlin Park will win it 25-18 to take the match in 4 sets here. The Rebels got a test. There's no doubt about it. It's a much closer match than the regular season meeting with Maple Grove. I give the Crimson a lot of credit for the way they came out. I mean, obviously, first set wasn't pretty for their side, but the next 3, I thought they very much were in. All of them competed very well.
Absolutely. I thought the first set, like you said, was a bit of a giveaway, and then sets 2, 3, and 4. A lot of pride from the Crimson there as they finish out their season on a loss, but on a fight. And most of the time as a coach, you're going to take that. Really, really proud of the way the Crimson played, the way they finished. And how about those Rebels after rolling through 1, being down in a lot of 2, losing 3, coming back and playing really well to finish here in set 4. They advance to play Wayzata at Osseo High School Wednesday at 5 p.m.
And now for that little huddle, they can say, finally, we can talk about Wayzata. Right. We don't have to say we're looking ahead or all that, as the matchup will happen. So I hope you've enjoyed this one here tonight. A good match. And Champlin Park defeats Maple Grove in 4, as we said, advancing to that section final. Watch for that section championship live on CCX, 5 o'clock Wednesday from Osseo High School, Wayzata and Champlin Park. For Andy Gugesberg and all of our CCX crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. That'll do it here for our second semifinal, where again it is Champlin Park beating Maple Grove in 4.